morning, and welcome to a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. So you can see we have stepped out of the sound booth. I have opened up my room here, so you can actually see what kind of a room I'm in. So we'll see how that goes today. I'm hoping the lighting's a little bit better. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be spending about the next 30 minutes together, enjoying Jesus, working a little beauty on the outside and a whole bunch of beauty on the inside. So our foundation verse for this podcast is, I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And this comes from Psalms 119, verse 11. And all of these verses are going to be coming from the Word in Color coloring book. You can see that link on the screen right now. So if you haven't already picked up your copy, make sure to do that so you can color through all these scripture verses with me. On Wednesdays, I do a little video that just shows what I've done, what my picture ended up looking like, and we'll see how different yours is from what mine is. So let's review the verse that we had last week. Let me get that up there for you. Okay, so last week our verse was, be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And that comes from Joshua 1:9. So I hope you're enjoying those kind of midweek check-ins and seeing, you're testing your memory and seeing how it's going along. So our verse for this week is going to be strong and courageous. No, I'm so sorry. The verse for this week is, the Lord is my strength and my song, and that's going to come from Exodus 15:2 this week. So let me get that going on the bottom of our screen there. There we go. Okay, so here is what we've got going on this week. Today we're going to be playing with, well, let's see, I've got some new hair colors going on, so I'm going to have my makeup kind of mirror what I've got going on here. So we're going to be using a little blue, a little orange, a little pink, actually two shades of pink. So no matter what color it is that you have in front of you, you can do this look with that. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to have a light and a dark, and then kind of a mid shade. So where I'm using the blue, which is going to be my dark, use your dark. Where I'm using my pink, that'll be your mid, so use your mid color. And then where I'm using the orange, that will be your light. But then there's also a light pink in there too, so just roll with it. 3 or 4 colors, you got it going. Okay, so we are going to start with our Urban Decay primer. And just one little pump on the center of that finger will do you. There you go. Just going to get that together. We're going to start out in your problem areas. This is going to prep that skin. It's going to help your foundation to adhere better. And then it's, for me, because I have combo skin, it also helps to control. It doesn't really have oil control properties, but somehow it magically does that. So there you go. All right. So just a nice little lay that. You can feel how it kind of gets a little bit tacky so that it can help that foundation do its job. I don't know about you, but I always have a tissue laying down on here so that I can wipe whatever it is I get on myself. Then we're going to be using the Bye Bye Under Eye. Mine is in the shade 11, which is the light nude. This works better if it's warmed up a little bit. We're just going to do a light ribbon of that. Then we'll put it on and let it set on the skin for just a minute so that it warms up with your body temp, and then it'll blend out a little bit nicer. I don't know about you. I've got these genetic dark eye things going on. I don't like that. So we're just going to hide that with the concealer. There we go. Little raccoon look, but that's okay. We're going to blend it out and you would never know that it was there. Okay, so the beauty blender that I am using is going to be the Real Techniques. This is the Miracle Air Blend Sponge. Love the tip on this for the concealer area, and then the flat, as you can tell, it's already a little bit discolored from my foundation. So I'm going to use the pointy end to blend out that concealer now that it's had a chance to kind of warm up with my body temp. There we go. And we're just going to soften the edges of that and blend that out a little bit. I do have a little bit, I don't have rosacea, but I do have a little bit of redness. So we're going to use that concealer for me down the cheek a little bit to blend out the redness that I've got on there. Okay, and I said I was going to do this, so let me get over here. Uh, so I do have a couple of people on here with me. So excited to see you. It is great to have you with me. So whether you join me, you know, afterwards or online or whatever, leave me a comment. I would love to chat and see what you liked. If you had any questions about anything. We are going to now put on our foundation. This is the Lancome Tinted. This is the Ultra Wear, and it's in shade 215 Buff. If you do not have a foundation shade that you love, come by and see me, and we will get you a shade that you love. We're just going to use a dot about this big for every section of the face that we're doing. I'm going to start out in the center. We're going to blend that out. Kind of a little sweeping and a little dotting. There we go. Let me get just a little bit for the chin. There we go. And I know I was asked this last week. I do use a dry sponge. So for those of you that are wondering, just don't care for the damp sponge application. To me seems to water down the foundation just a little bit. I don't like that, so I use a dry sponge. All right, on to the other cheek. And you're just blending it up to that concealer that we put on. More of a tapping when you get up to the concealer because you don't want to wipe off what you've put on. We're just trying to blend the foundation up into it. There you go. And then we want to make sure we got a nice blended out line on that jawline. We do not want any harsh finish points. There we go. And now that blends out nicely to the neck. And finally, we are going to get a little something's up and up. You can see right here, I had a little encounter with a curling iron. So that's okay. This foundation has enough coverage. It'll totally cover that. So not worried about that at all. Okay. And now we've got that blended out. Good morning. I see a few more of you have joined me. Nice to have you with me. All right, so now we have on our concealer, well, our primer, our concealer, our foundation is on, so now we need to set all of this. So we're going to be using the Lancome Long Time No Shine. This is a beautiful setting powder, especially if you have combo skin like I do. It does a really good job of helping to control the oil, so I love it. It's one of my favorite powders. It does come with a powder puff, so you can use a brush if you want to. I don't like all the fluff that happens when you use a brush, so I like the puff. And we're going to just get that under the eye. Doesn't take a whole lot to get that where you want it to be. Let me get a little more. There we go. Just lightly brushing over the top of the skin there, more of a pressing into it than it is a, swiping. We're not trying to wipe off the foundation. We're just trying to get that powder pressed into there. Okay, and then let's get something going on the forehead. All right. So now we have a blank canvas with which we can work. So let's start by adding some color back in. So today we're going to be using the bronzer and highlighter from the Benefit Cheek in the Mail palette. This actually has, I like the hula in the middle, and then I believe it's cookie on the outside edge there. So we're going to be using those two. We're going to be using this dual-ended It Cosmetics brush. This one is going to be for the bronzer. This one is going to be for the highlighter. So let's just start out there. You're going to go just above where that cheekbone is. We're going to help out the fact that I have a very round face. And we're going to give the illusion that I don't have such a round face. All right, gonna get a little up here, tag that jawline, and then let's shape my nose just a little tiny bit. And now we're going to use the fluffy end in that highlighter there. Make sure you hit that Cupid's bow right there. That is going to help you to give the appearance of a fuller lip. All right, now that we've got that in there, I'm actually going to try a new blush color today. Super excited about this. This is the Juvia's Place. This is the Blushed Volume 4. Look at these colors. Those are amazing. So I'm going to do this one here today. I'm sure it has its name somewhere in here. Don't know what it is. So we're going to try that one. So just using, this is a MAC blush brush. And we're just going to give it a little tap on here. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Okay, let me come back with that. That is just beautiful color. Love that, love that. Okay, so let's review our verse before we jump into our lips. So we've got our verse for this week is going to be the Lord is my strength and my song, Exodus 15:2. And you can see that scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. So let's jump into our lips now. We're going to be using the the NYX Line Out Loud, and this is in Hottie Hijacker. Let me give a little sharpener there. If you do not have a sharpener that you love, this is my favorite. This is the cheapest. This is the Ulta Beauty Collection sharpener. So the thing I like about it, number one, it does a great job of sharpening. Number two, it has a snap-on case. So you don't ever have like the shavings going everywhere. It snaps in there. Okay, so let's get the lips going on here. We're going to line to the outside of the lip. I don't really like the overline look, but if you have very thin lips, line just to the outside of your lips, and that'll give you a little bit of a fuller lip. Okay. Making sure we're giving that nice V on that Cupid's bow. Now we're going to take our pencil and line just to the inside of that. Little lighter pressure though. There you go. That is going to help your lipstick to last a little bit longer. If you're using a little bit darker shade of a lip liner than your lipstick, that'll give you a little bit of an ombre effect. Today I'm going to be using a MAC lipstick. This is Flat Out Fabulous. All right. That's almost the same color as the pink in my hair. I love it when that happens. Okay, and now let's see. Let me get down here. Now we're going to move to the eyes of what we got going on here. So today I am going to be using the Juvia's Place Culture Palette, and we are going to be living here. We're going to be using what is that? Bono and then Kobo. Those are going to be the two, the dark and the medium colors. And then I'm going to use Afik. This will be on the brow bone. And then I love sparkle. Don't you like sparkle? Who doesn't like sparkle? So we're going to come back on top of those colors, and we're going to add a little bit. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was the shakers, was the blue and the pink. Then we're going to come back on top of those and use a frost to just kind of inspire those areas. Okay, so we are going to grab our all over shadow brush. This is an It Cosmetics. And we're going to grab that Effik. And we're going to get the top of that brow bone with that lighter color. There you go. All right. And then I'm going to be using, I believe these are MAC brushes. These are going to be, gosh, I don't know what their number is because I've had these a little bit long, but we're going to use these to put the color on. So I'm going to start with the pink, which is the Kobo. And that is going to go just on the bottom part of the lid here. These are very pigmented colors, so it doesn't take a whole lot for that to be nice and colorful. And you can be a little bit messy here. It doesn't have to be all perfect because we're going back over this with the glitter colors for one thing, and we'll be blending out for a second thing. Okay, so there's that. And actually, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to use an angle brush. Again, this is a matte brush, and going to go into that Shakire, and just right on the tip of that brush, give it some of that blue. And we're going to go right on that brow bone right there. And give that frost color a foundation to be on. And again, you don't have to be all neat at this point because we're going to be blending out in just a minute. Okay, so now we've got the mattes on there to give us a foundation. Now we're going to go back using the same brushes, and this time we're going to be using the frost, and then we're going to fine tune it a little bit. So for me today, I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to go with Calabash. Okay, and this is a glittery frosty color, so you can use your finger with it if you want to. There we go. Now we're going to again be using the slanted brush, the angled brush, and we're going to go into the Bono. Okay. And then because there's glitter in there, we got a little bit of fallout, so let's get rid of that. There we go. Now we're going to definitely define that crease there by using our eyeliner brush. So I'm going to grab some of the Bono and then also a little of the Shakira on there. And I am just going to use that liner brush to give that crease a little more definition. Here we go. And then we're going to do the same thing down there on the bottom. There you go. And then let's go to the other side, just define that crease a little more. Okay. So now we're going to take the pink. You already have shadow on it, but we're going to blend out right here. We don't want such a harsh line there. There you go. And actually, let's give just a little tap of Kobo. And let's blend that out just a little. Okay. And so now you can see we've got a nice definition going on there, except for what is happening over here. Let me see. Let's get this. A good way to fix what I got happening over here. I'm just going to use the blender, little Kobo, and let's see if we can get that. There we go. Voila. Okay, never happened. I do have an element of orange in here, so I want to add a little bit of orange going on. So let me just go ahead and do the liner, and then we'll add that little peak of orange. So I'm going to start out with the, this is the NYX retractable liner in black, and then we'll be following that up with the NYX Epic liner, liquid liner. All right, so we're going to go outside edge, about 2/3 of the way in. On that top lash line, right about where we ended that blue color or whatever your dark color is. Then we'll come back under the bottom there. Just give about halfway across. There we go. Okay. Now that we got that on, now we're going to come to the liquid liner, give it a little bit of a shake, let it all get mixed up. This has a beautiful, beautiful tip on it. And this time we're going to just use a very thin line all the way across that top lid. There we go. And now let's catch that other side. All right. Now I mentioned the orange earlier, so we're going to clean off that little eyeliner brush that we had the blue on. I keep a makeup wipe on my counter, and whenever I go to switch, I just wipe the brush off on the makeup wipe, and then you're good to go. Favorite makeup wipe. I love the Clinique Take the Day Off wipes, but for this, I just use the Neutrogena wipes. So we're going to use that angled liner brush, and we're going to use the color Delta. And Delta is kind of a nice orange kind of color. And we're going to add that to the bottom, underneath the lash line here. There we go. And you're just going to nestle it right up next to that eyeliner or on top of that eyeliner and soften the look of that liner. There we go. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm going to add a little bit of that also to the inside of my eye there. There you go. Nice. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and move to lashes now. So today I'm going to be using the Hourglass, what is it? Hourglass Unlocked Mascara. Um, and then I'll be using the Tarte eyelash curler. So remove the little fuzzies. When I do this, I am using a magnifying mirror. So however it is you like to do, but I like to be able to get up and personal and see what I got going on here. So looks like we're pretty good there. So we're just going to use that eyelash curler there, and I say the verse, and then usually about then it's time to remove it. So we're getting close to the lash line, but not pinching. The Lord is my strength and my song, Exodus 15:2. Other side. The Lord is my strength and my song, Exodus 15:2. Okay, gonna line the mascara, the top lashes first. And the goal here is just trying to make sure your lashes are the same color as the lashes you are getting ready to put on. So my lashes are kind of a blonde, no color. So that would look weird if I put black lashes on the top of that. So there we go. And one coat will do you for the mascara. There we go. And I still feel like I'm feeling a thing. Okay, bottom lashes. This is a really pretty wand. This I've wore a few times, and the Hourglass mascara does a good job of separating. It's kind of a lot, very similar to the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. Um, this one, I don't know if I've cried in it yet or not, but it has stayed put. I've not had any flaking. I've not had any transferring. So this is all good. I've not experienced that with the Bad Gal Bang either, though, just so you know. And my store doesn't actually sell this mascara, but we can order it for you, so not a problem. Okay. I see the lashes didn't quite get covered. There we go. All right. Got those bottom lashes the way I want them. And now we are going to, let's do our verse one more time and then we'll go to eyebrows. Okay, so our verse again for this week is the Lord is my strength and my song, and that's coming from Exodus 15:2. I am using the Pozillion eyebrow gel, and this is in, I don't know, some kind of a pink color. Got this from Amazon. At present moment, we do not have any brow products that specialize in fashion colored hair. So, are you listening? That's right. So, let's get some of that. So, we are going to use this. We're going to go over those brow hairs. Actually, this time I could actually use just about any color I want. I could do pink. I could do blue. I have used the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Blue Mascara for a brow color before. So if your hair is blue, you could try that out. It worked very well. Maybe I'll do that next week. All right, we're going to go to the other side, brushing up, kind of tussling through those brow hairs so that everything is getting covered, and then combing it back down. If you're using a brow pencil or a brow filler, um, do what you need to do for your brows. All of us are different. I don't have a whole lot of brow hair, so there's not a whole lot you can do. That's okay. I'm just prepping for thin brow days. All right. That's about how I want them there. So now we're just going to look straight ahead and make sure that our shadow is pretty even in its up of everywhere. And this looks pretty even, so I think we're pretty good. Today I'm going to be wearing the Juvia's Place. This is the Nubia Lash in Biba. This is their medium volume lashes, so a little bit of fluff going on there. These are really pretty though. I like the variation in length on these. I generally don't like the ones that just kind of go straight across. I like for it to look, I don't want to say natural, but natural. And I'll be using today I'm going to be trying the Active Duo. This is a new glue that Duo has come out with. It's supposed to be good for like if you're going to work out and do lashes. Favorite tools are the velour. I have already trimmed these down, but you're just going to grab that lash from the outside edge when you pull it off of the tray so that you're not, tugging on the lash. When the lash is new, you'll dry fit it and then trim it from the outside edge. You can, if you grab either end of it and wiggle it like this, it will soften that band up a little bit for when you get ready to put it on. So let me grab the other one out of here now. All right, we're going to do that same thing as I have not wore these before. And we're just going to soften that band up a little bit. Okay. And the Duo Lash Glue, this particular one, the Active, has a brush tip on it. So you're just going to get that glue across the top of that band there. I like to get it on the bottom side just a smidge where it's going to go up against that lash line just to make sure that we're getting it good. I don't normally use a black glue because usually they have latex in them. This one didn't say one way or the other, so we're going to hope for the best. All right, let me get that other side glued. I will say one thing about the black glue is you can't tell where you've got it because the thing you're putting it on is black too. So maybe we need a color that they once upon a time, I think it was Kiss did a glue, Igloo something or another, and that one was actually kind of a bluishy color, and when it dried down it was clear. That's a brilliant idea because then you can tell where you were. So now we're going to grab the lash and we're going to set that on the inside. I'm trying to remember which one's the inside. I think it's this. We're going to set it on the right up against where the lash line and that skin on your eyelid meet, and then we're going to walk it around. So I'm going to start out by putting it right there in the center. There we go, touching that lid. And we're going to walk it around over to this side, and then we're going to walk this edge over here back onto that lid. There we go. Just making sure all parts have touched. That's always fun when they lift. There we go. Okay, there's one down. Oh, those are really pretty. Okay, let's go to this one over here. Drawing it down just a little bit. I'm going to set it down in the middle and then walk it around. Now, you don't have to do lashes if you don't want to. Each of us is different. We do want to make sure that our lashes are kind of blending in with theirs. So just kind of work your little tool there, let that blend together. Oh yeah, I like those. Those are very pretty. I love the unevenness of them. Okay, and so now that we have finished everything, we've got everything on, we are going to add our Urban Decay De-Slick, and this is going to set our makeup so that we are good for the whole day. Tip your head back, let as much product get on your face as possible. Fan that down, let it dry. There you go. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I look forward to chatting you throughout the week on our social media. So let's review our verses that we have worked through so far. So we started out with, we're going to say the verse together first, and then I'll show it on the bottom of the screen. You ready? Okay, episode 1, we had the grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of the Lord endures forever. 1 Peter 24 and 25. Okay, let me put that up on the screen. Check yourself. How did you do? Okay, so let me take that down. Then we moved episode 2. We had I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. I'm gonna put that on the screen for you. See how you did. All right, there we go. Then episode 3, we did God's grace is all you need. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So let's put that on the screen. See how you did. All right. And finally, last week we had be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And that was Joshua 1:9. Okay, I'm going to put that on the screen and see how you did there. All right, fantastic. Again, all of our verses are going to be coming from the Word in Color coloring book. You've got a link there, and that is an affiliate link. So that means when you use that link, it's kind of like giving me a tip. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. So you can find a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus on your favorite podcast platform, YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, you get it. So until we meet again, friends. Let me get back over to that other screen there. There we go. So until we meet again, friends, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. Number 6, 24 and 26. Oh, Father, how thankful I am for my friends that got to come and hang out with me this morning and throughout the week, whenever it is that they're viewing this video. I pray that you would bless them as they memorize these scriptures and that we would hide your word in our heart together. Thank you for letting us enjoy Jesus together. In Jesus' name I pray. And we all said amen together. So thank you so much. Y'all have a great rest of your day.